The topic is certainly very important, from data to duty, ethical challenges in modern geosciences. You are a researcher at the Italian Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology, Italy. Thanks a lot once again joining this platform and giving your precious time. First question, how can geoscientists ensure ethical research?
So, well, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to discuss with you about these important issues. How can geoscientists ensure ethical research? Geoscientists can and must ensure ethical research in several ways and for several key reasons: to maintain trust in the discipline, to influence policies related to resources and to public safety, to protect the environment, and to contribute to sustainable development. And achieving these objectives requires adherence to core principles of integrity, transparency, responsibility, and respect for both the environment and the communities affected by geological activities. Ethical research involves designing studies carefully, collecting and analyzing data honestly, and reporting results accurately without manipulation or selective omission. It also includes proper acknowledgement of collaborators and sources, obtaining informed consent when needed, avoiding conflicts of interest, and complying with institutional and international ethical guidelines. In addition, beyond technical rigor, geoscientists should consider the broader social and ethical implications of their work, including potential risks and benefits to society. Practices such as peer review, open data sharing, and transparent communication help maintain trust and credibility. And only by combining scientific rigor with moral responsibility can geoscience research truly make a positive contribution to both society and the environment.
It's not responding to this important question, very, very important question. It's an eye-opening, lot of dimensions and domains you've talked about from a research point of view. And would like to move on to my second question, which are wasting our time, says, how do we prevent data misuse in geosciences?
Okay, preventing data misuse in geosciences starts with the foundation of ethical responsibility and transparency. Geoscientists must ensure that data are collected, stored, and analyzed accurately, avoiding manipulation or selective reporting or misinterpretation. And it is essential to provide the clear documentation, proper metadata, and to follow well-defined data management protocols in compliance with ethical standards. And this is to guarantee reproducibility, verification, and accountability. And equally important is fostering a culture of responsibility, because researchers should respect confidentiality when required, acknowledge source correctly, and comply with institutional and international guidelines. Peer review training in research ethics and collaboration within the scientific community further enhance transparency and help detect any unethical practices. So basically, also in this case, preventing data misuse requires the integration of technical rigor with moral responsibility, fostering a culture of integrity that ensures geological knowledge serves society in an honest, responsible manner and for the common good.
Thanks a lot, reminding peer review and ethical studies, how to fashion and strategic approaches and how to manage scientific studies. So thanks a lot for that. Would like to move on to my third question, which is certainly a very important question, says, How should geoscientists handle industry ethics?
Yes, geoscientists must approach industry ethics with a strong commitment to integrity, transparency, and societal responsibility, since working in industry often involves balancing commercial interests with public safety, with environmental protection or sustainability. And this means a long-term vision. Ethical conduct requires full compliance with laws, honest reporting of findings, and careful consideration of the potential social and environmental impacts of projects. And geoscientists should maintain independence in their professional judgment, avoiding conflicts of interest and resisting pressure to misrepresent data or conceal risks. Open communication with stakeholders, proper documentation, and adherence to professional code of ethics are essential to ensure accountability. So again, handling industry ethics is about applying the same moral principles used in research, and to combine technical competence with responsibility towards community and environment. This is fundamental.
Yeah, thanks a lot for responding to this important question. Certainly very important how to handle industry ethics. Very important. Would like to move on to my fourth question, which is also a wrap-up question. Very important question says, what are geoscientists' duties to communities, also like including if there is a call to climate actions?
Geoscientists have a fundamental duty to communities they serve, and this includes promoting public safety by assessing natural hazards and providing data that helps protect people from risks. Environmental protection is equally essential. Research practices must avoid harming ecosystems, and geoscientists should advocate for the sustainable use of natural resources. The ethical engagement with communities is fundamental. Geoscientists must respect local rights, cultures, and knowledge, seek informed consent, and involve communities in decision-making processes whenever possible. Clear, accurate, and accessible communication of findings is crucial, especially when research influences policies, research management, or risk mitigation. Therefore, responsible geoscientists strive to prevent harm, promote sustainability, protect the environment, and ensure that their work benefits both current and future generations, and thereby also fostering trust between science and society. About your last questions about the duty of geoscientists to advocate for climate action, I can answer yes, of course. Geoscientists should actively advocate for climate action. Their expertise in Earth systems gives them a deep understanding of the science that is behind climate change, its impacts or potential solutions, positioning them to guide society towards informed and effective responses. By communicating the urgency of climate issues, geoscientists help raise public awareness, influence policy decisions, and encourage sustainable behaviors that reduce risks and protect the planet. Moreover, their work contributes to the development of practical, sustainable solutions, from renewable energy strategies to methods for reducing carbon emissions. Advocacy is also an ethical responsibility, as climate change disproportionately affects vulnerable communities and future generations. Geoscientists, therefore, have a duty to use their knowledge not only to study the Earth, but also to actively promote actions that protect both people and the environment. And in this way, their expertise becomes a vital force for shaping science-driven and sustainable policies and for building a healthier planet. So yes, I think that geoscientists are in the first line to advocate for climate action.
Certainly, very important you've talked about, and you've also talked about how do we prevent data misuse, geophysics, geoscientists handle industry ethics, and geosciences duties and commitments, and also you've incorporated climatological call to actions. Thanks a lot, ma'am, once again giving your precious time and joining and speaking on this platform. As you're already familiar, this is a platform we try to step through the noise to cause you most reliable and relevant and context based and timely based informations in terms of quantitative data and qualitative data to cause a betterment in our society, a global society. That's the reason you're on board. Once again, ma'am, thank you so much giving your precious time and joining this platform.